Hi, good evening. Corrie Thorne, spiritual healer, psychic medium, and life coach coming in to do the channel messages. This one's for Virgo, and I have been avoiding you for some reason. I'm like, why am I trying to skip right over Virgo season? Why am I trying to miss out on it? What am I doing? It's like we're in midst of it. And I'm like, I keep jumping ahead. I'm trying to put Taurus ahead of you and Libra ahead of you. I'm trying to move on to October, the end of October and November. I'm like, I'm just trying to get away from you for some reason. And I'm unsure what that is, but we'll let it come through in the message. I had to pause for a moment because I had to adjust my camera. It's showing the top of my computer screen. It's driving me insane. And so I I just don't know why I've been trying to avoid your energy or what there was, but whatever you're trying to avoid. So please remember, this is not to replace any medical, psychological advice that you've been given. No one can ever take your free will. That is your choice. This is not a general reading. This is a collective channeled message from the divine. When I'm asking what is needed or what is the message that is needed for those born under each sign. So Virgo, whatever you're trying to avoid or whoever you're trying to avoid, whoever you're trying to run from, I'm sorry, it's like coming right in your face. It's like you're going to be faced head on with this in this next few weeks. I feel like this full moon and the Aries is like so going to mess with you. So going to mess with you in just like, I feel like old relationships, old energy is like things from the past. It's like an old karma, soulmate energy also there. There's some karma ties that need to be released as well, Virgo, before time runs out. Before time runs out on you, hold on, a card went to the floor. Every one of you. So Taurus, Libra, and Virgo. This was one of your first freaking cards, the 8 of Cups, and it keeps falling out. And it's like, oh, when you're done with all the stories, when you've explored it all, when you've tapped all those opportunities, when you've ended all of that, it's time to start looking in a new direction. Some things you have to let go of. Some things you have to just freaking let die. And I feel like you're not always just letting those things die. And I'm like, why not? I don't know. I'm like, there's a lot of shame stories in here tonight. I don't know why. Or a lot of like afraid to look up or afraid to look ahead or afraid to start being happy or afraid to be joyful. But I feel like for Virgo, I've been avoiding this one. And I'm like, there's just that whole, like, you're going to have to start walking a new direction. You're going to have to put your big girl, your big boy panties on, your whatever kind of panties, but you're going to have to put them on. You're going to have to start like, take that, like put your staff to the ground, and it's like, walk tall, proud, and to not be afraid. It's like this whole sense of like wherever there has been judgment placed or the judgment card is out. And for me with judgment, what I'm getting is that the trumpet is what I'm paying attention to here. Something of the trumpet, that trumpet energy. And it's like when all 7 trumpets are blown, when that last trumpet blows, when that last decision is made, when that last choice, when you're just at that pivotal point where you're just like, you know what? I've exhausted everything. Now it has to be done. It's like you've either placed, like, it's like, and it's in reverse here. So I just feel like it's like, for me, it feels like there's a lot of up in the air, a lot of choices and decisions. And I also have the King of Swords in reverse. So there's a lot of reversal happening here. And I feel like there's a lot of completions that are coming up. 3 of Wands, reversed. And it's like, has your ship sailed? Has that opportunity sailed? Are you still afraid that that opportunity might still be there? Or if you reach out, it's like, if you got to face something from your past, or if you're faced with somebody, if you're faced with having to see, are you ready to deal with that? Can you deal with that? What comes forth with that for you? And I also want to say there's some dragon energy in here with this. And so when our dragon energy really comes in, when our dragon energy starts to come in here, I feel as if it's like you're being that breath of fire, like your whole, like that sense of power. And I feel like for some of my Virgos, you've been sitting kind of playing low, like laying low, not letting your charm shine, not letting your full essence. And I don't know if it was somebody else's judgment, somebody else kind of dulled that part of you, dulled that light of you, and you just felt, no, it's too late for me. I can't do this now. I can't move forward. And it's like, blah, blah, blah. It's all kind of bullshit. And you need to be able to let that go. But this third, so the third wand is kind of there to say, you know what? Okay. You might have made that choice. You might have made this choice. But what if that ship is actually coming in and not going out? What if you're holding up? What if you're holding that opportunity? What if that opportunity is there and the only thing holding you back is that you're not believing that you've come full circle, and that at the end of that circle may happen to be your opportunity? And we have the Wheel of Fortune card coming out here. So I just feel like the universe, the world, the life is just trying to kind of trying to point you in the right direction, but you are being stubborn. There's some stubborn energy in here for you, Virgos. Damn you. It's like, and so this, and it's like you're at total war with this Aries, with this full moon having its Aries sign in it. I'm like, Aries just like is your temptation. Aries is your, and Aries is in this fire sign. This is fire. This move forward. This is like, it's like something of this is like just like tempting you, pushing you, but you align to this somehow and you're intrigued by it. And it's like you've been battling this emotion, battling this story, battling through a lot of this for a long time in your life. And so I'm like, I just want to, so I actually just shifted. I actually just changed tarots to just see how it would unfold here. And I got the same Judgment card. I got that. I got the Seven of Wands, and I just feel like your ship is, I feel like your opportunities right here. There's an opportunity for you to sail into this life or to drift into this life, but it's like you keep thinking that maybe I need to do this first. It's like you're still trying to pick up the pieces. You're still trying to take the past with you. You're still trying to, and it's like this like doom and gloom energy. So I also have I have this Five of Cups that is right here, and see that black cloak and that cloak of protection and what's been cloaking you. And it's like you've been cloaking yourself. And so I'm going to pull this up. So I have two swords still left in the ground. I have two cups right here. So I have two more stories right here. And I have the two more stories that you're trying to hold on to for some reason. So I'm like, what is happening here? What is the truth? And why are you looking at what was lost or what was spilled? What are you protecting yourself from? Why are you afraid to let yourself be seen? Why are you afraid to come out of the shadows? Why are you afraid to celebrate? And then we have the Three of Cups. And I just like, for me here, I feel like it's like very being entwined. I feel like the October season, coming into the end of October, you will be moving into a triad energy. Feels like for me, there's going to be a celebration or something of a win, but it's like it takes three sometimes, or it takes the third energy, or it takes that sense of like really going like all out in that feast of energy. Like it's like all of a sudden you're just like willing to dive in. And I don't know when or how like it'll happen, but I feel like by October it's like that protection is coming down, that war is over. And I just feel like then it's like here with that King of Cups. And, see, if you notice how the king is kind of like on the edge of a seat, on the edge, it's like he's watching that excitement. He's watching everyone else's lives. He's been watching. It's like, and now it's like he's like just gonna just like either stand up or sit down. Which one is he gonna do? That's what I'm getting from it. That's how I roll. And so I really get the sense that he has his cup sitting there. He has and I feel like there's like that fishtail. There's like this real Pisces kind of energy that's in here as well. And I feel like you might have a bit of a challenge between the Virgo and the Pisces energy happening here. There's some sort of like almost like you're going to be challenged, or you're challenging that You're challenging that water energy. And I'm like, why are you challenging the water energy? Why would you want to go there? Why would you want to do that? Why would you want to stir the waters? Why would you want to? And it's like, don't be afraid of the waters. Don't be afraid of the storms. And there's waters in all these pictures. And you got to cross the water. You got to get past the water. You got to get past the, you got to see that there's a way over the waters. You got to see there's a way through. Find the freaking bridge. Get on the boat. Make the choice. Make the decision. And just know that you're being guided and directed to start moving in that new direction. It's time. You start to see the opportunities. If you just turn around, all you got to do is turn around and look. All you got to do is look a little bit further. All you got to do is just stop trying to look in the same direction you've been looking before. And life is going to show some amazing opportunities for you. Much love to all my Virgos, and have a wonderful October. I will see you in November. Bye-bye.